Oh, oh my, dude, my truck is scraping right now. So stupid that they don't have any. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is another day and an exciting one at that. Wow, you are wobbling hard. Oh, whoa! You went flying. That is not good. I need to get like a mount or something right there. That is just so stupid. Hey, aren't you supposed to be on stage or something?
Like in a half hour. What are you doing?
I'm driving to come see you. Is there a way of me getting a visitor pass?
Just walk in the door and say you're working with Thorn Brothers.
All right.
All right, that's how I would approach it. And if you have trouble, I will come and get you. All right, we'll see you, Mavrik.
All right, see ya, buddy. Bye. Perfect. I have an in. Mr. Luke Ronestrand himself is getting me a ticket. For those of you that don't know who Luke Ronestrand is, he's one of the best muskie guides in the Midwest. He's actually giving a seminar today. I'm gonna sit front row, I think. And stay tuned. Next stop, the seminar. Keys. Lock the truck. Guy's vacuuming his roof. One thing that I remember that I didn't miss about this event is that parking is a pain in the butt. I ended up having to park 3 blocks away, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm cutting it close, so I might have to get a little jog on here. Luke does start talking at 11. Ugh. Parked really close to a stop sign too, so I hope that I don't end up getting a ticket, but you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Hi there.
Hi.
I'm here for Thorn Brothers.
They're right there.
Okay. Thank you. Can I sneak past you quick? Sure. All right, so we made it to the expo on time. We're just in time for Luke's seminar, and look who's on the picture of the Muskie Expo. Is Mr. Luke Ronestrand himself. Let's go see if he has some encouraging words for us here. Well, what are you talking about today? Mega muskies?
Mega imaging muskies and how awesome Mavrik is at muskie fishing and how Muskie Mavrik is back.
See, now he's just tugging my chain a little bit, but we're gonna learn a thing or two from Luke today. I got a feeling.
Well, that is still my home lake, and I guide there from opener to freeze up.
Hey, good job, buddy.
Well, thanks, man.
There you go.
Did you learn stuff?
What's that?
Did you learn stuff?
I learned some things. All right, guys, I just came to the Sims booth, and look who is on the big background. Well, not only Luke, but the net man is me. Amazing.
Go over this way a little bit. Cameron, you gotta go that way, bud. Go over that way.
Good job! Get You got one!
What'd you get?
I got this one.
Oh, sorry, bud. Oh my gosh, guys, it is absolutely brutal out here. I just got out of the expo. It's roughly 4:30 in the afternoon, and I just got an invite from my friend Aaron to go to the Minnesota State Hockey game. So you guys that aren't from the Midwest, the Minnesota State Hockey is a pretty freaking big deal. So I'm gonna go join them and do that. But I got a bag full of baits here. Had an awesome time at the Muskie Expo. Got to talk to some old friends. Got to see a seminar, learn a thing or two. See Luke. Yeah, no, it's been a great day. Besides this gross freezing rain that we have right now. It's absolutely disgusting outside. Let's get back in the car, let's get warm, and hopefully get to wherever we're going safely. All right, well, I just got the car parked, and this ramp is super skinny, and I ended up just scraping the heck out of my topper. So stupid that they don't have any sort of announcements around here that say that this section right here is any lower. You know, this is plenty high enough for my truck to clear, but that's not cool, and I backed up right into that thing. So It's always something, isn't it? I'm gonna put the camera away. I'm not allowed to bring cameras into the Excel Energy Center, so you guys are gonna have to sit here while I go to this hockey game. And we'll open up those baits later and you guys will be able to see them. Dude, check out how low this ceiling is. Oh my God. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, this is ridiculous. Look at that. Not even a foot, like it's like a foot of clearance. I made it down the exit ramp so far this morning, and I am moving slow. Oh, get me out. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my, dude. My truck is scraping right now. Oh. All right, I made it out of the ramp and I made it to a new day. It is 7:50 in the morning, and last night it was definitely a banger. There's something going on downtown called Lucky Palooza. For those of you that live in Minnesota that are familiar with it, it was wild. Essentially, Lucky Palooza is a block party for St. Patrick's Day. So, long story short, I didn't make it to my car last night, as I shouldn't have. I still can't believe how low that ceiling was. I mean, it said it has 6'8" clearance, but I don't even know if it had that. Last night I ended up backing up my truck into a parking spot, and the roof was like kind of curved in a way, and I didn't really notice it until I started backing up. And I didn't really notice it until my truck started scraping on the top of the roof, so that was not good. Pretty minimal damage, but just still a buzzkill, so. This truck's been taking a beating. I was definitely not in good condition that day. But it is the day after, and I'm ready to show you my musky lures. So first off, I want to say that the Muskie Expo is always such a great time. Thanks to everybody that came out. I think I met like 20 of you guys that came to the show. I greatly appreciate you guys saying what's up, and happy to take some pictures with you guys. If you guys ever see me out in public, don't be afraid to say hi. I guess it'd probably help if I had the lures in my hand. Let's get those in right now. All right, wow, well, here they are. I suppose I could start with this one. So this actually isn't even my bait. This is a bait that I picked up for Adam. So Adam, here is your Kramer Brothers Revolution bucktail. So this is a really cool single-bladed bucktail. Single-bladed bucktails are pretty new to the market. Kramer Brothers is actually one of the first to do it. These blades are super cool because they'll always spin. So no matter how slow or how fast they're moving, that blade will always spin. But what's new for this year, oh, looks like there's a little paper clip on here to hold the lure up. What's new for this year is these two guys right here. So what that is it just looks like two hanging pieces of wire, which it is. But when this blade spins, it makes a ticking noise, and it ticks underwater. Let's see if I can get it to, see how it's ringing right now? Underwater, it'll sound like that. So it just adds more vibration, and I actually got to prototype this lure last year a little bit, and on my Lake of the Woods trip, that's actually was one of the high producing baits. We actually caught 4 fish on it out of our 12. So definitely a cool lure. The color choice is black and black. Got black blades. Always just a go-to color for me. I guarantee that this is gonna catch a couple fish this year at least. Oops, whoopsies. All right, well, while we're on the topic of bucktail, let's talk about something else that is bucktail form, but also not really a true bucktail. You guys might know these people. Today's Angler. They were at the Muskie Expo. I haven't seen Lee and Robbie for a while, but it was good catching up with them and getting a lowdown on what trips are going on. And it sounds like they got some cool stuff in the books. So if you guys haven't checked out their channel, it'll be linked below. But Lee was kind enough to show me his new lures that he had. Unfortunately, he didn't have any flap tails left, so I got to pick up a couple of their new Boilermakers, and a Boilermaker is a very cool bait. So it's a mix between a topwater and a bucktail, the two best musky lures in the world. This is the bigger size. I got a smaller one here, but essentially this is a balsa wood back, so this will float. And then on the front here you have a big bucktail blade, so that'll spin. So this floats and that spins, so it'll make like a bulge in the water, so it'll make kind of like a wake. You can reel this thing in as slow as you want and it'll bulge. I actually, one of my friends, Natalie, let me borrow one of these last year, and I had a couple strikes on Lake of the Woods on it. Super cool bait, nothing really like it on the market. And I'm a big fan of bulging bucktails, so I don't know, this is definitely gonna have a place in my box. And then I got a smaller size for you Wisconsinites. I have a cabin up in Wisconsin, and the fish up there tend to prefer a smaller bait, and they also like the fire tigery look. So thanks again, Lee and Robbie, for those two baits. Those are gonna be freaking awesome. I'm gonna catch a bunch of muskies on them this year. And then last but not least, I've got the rubber. Rubber is a very important piece of tackle. One that probably takes up definitely over 50% of my tackle box, I would say. And as you can tell, I've got a bunch of different pieces of rubber. I'll go through these ones quickly, but these are a rubber bait that is referred to as the Bulldog. Very popular muskie bait. Actually what I caught my first muskie on. This is made by Muskie Innovations. It's a soft plastic bait. As you can tell, it's rubbery. Nice, very flexible. This one's made with a wire harness. It's referred to as a Pro Dog, so you can never bend the harness any which direction. As for a dog that's not a Pro Dog, this would be a regular Bulldog, and when you bend it, you can see that it kind of skews the lure. That's straight. So I really like these Pro Dogs. I ended up picking up this color. It's kind of like a creamsicle. These are colors that are only available at the show, and I managed to get my hands on a couple of my favorites. So this is the creamsicle, and it's got like the flash in the middle. This color is really good for Lake Minnetonka, not gonna lie. I like the orange and I like the whites out there, so that was an easy pick for me. This is the pounder size. This is the kind of bait that I'll be using in the summer for open water fishing as well as the fall. I like to use the biggest lure I can get. For some people this might look a little bit ridiculous, but muskies will actually, they love to chow on these. So I got 2 pounders, one in this creamsicle color and one in this chartreusey blue, which I think is just absolutely sexy. Put those 2 away. Oh, keep them off the bucktails because they'll stick. And so for mag dogs, I also got 2, and I got one that's a Pro Dog in a perch color. This is just the step down from the pounder. You guys can see. There you can see like just kind of the size comparisons. The pounder weighs a pound, believe it or not. And the mag dog, I don't know what it weighs, but definitely a little lighter. I'm gonna put that one away. And then this mag dog is actually, see it has a little hole in the fin right here. That means that it's referred to as a shallow Bulldog. So what a shallow Bulldog means is that in the harnesses, they tend to add lead weight to the front to get these to work deeper. Generally these baits are worked in fairly deep water. When I say deep water, I mean these baits are being worked down like 6 to 15 feet down. That's where the shallow dog comes in. I like to work some really shallow spots in stained water specifically. I'll fish like around 7 feet, and I'll try to fish my bulldogs above the weeds. So these shallow dogs really come into play, and what a shallow dog is a bulldog that's unweighted, doesn't have any extra lead. Now there's a harness in here that weighs it down, there's hooks, there's blah blah blah, so it's not technically unweighted, but it's referred to as a shallow dog. So this one's super cool. It's like an iridescent, I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but it changes color in the light. I'm really a big fan of walleye colors. This kind of just reminded me of a different type of walleye. Really cool. And then new this year for Muskie Innovations is the shallow swimming dog. So these swimming dogs are super cool. I've had a lot of luck on them in the past, but one thing I didn't really like about them was the wobble always seemed a little too tight to me. The depth that you'd work them, they seem like they just sink too fast. So this year they actually released a shallow swimming dog. Very sexy, and it's much fatter. So it's gonna have a different wobble, and hopefully it's gonna put some fish in my boat this year. I've heard good things about these things from Luke, and I'm just excited to be able to cast this in open water. I got a perch color because when is perch not good? Yeah, that's all the lures. definitely worth it to go to the show. Met a lot of cool people, saw a lot of old friends, and got some sweet baits. So I appreciate you guys tuning in to this episode. If you guys like stuff like this, if you want me to give more tackle tips and stuff, I have plans to in the future, but give me ideas of what you guys want to see. Like, do you want to see more bass stuff? Do you want to see more musky stuff? What kind of questions do you guys have? But appreciate you guys so much for tuning in to this episode. I'd love it if you guys gave this video a like, shared it with your friends. That'd be amazing. Oh, hit the subscribe button? I don't know. All right, this is getting a little corny at this point, but thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of Mav, and until next time, tight lines. Peace.